Okay, it is April 18th, and I'm sitting here with Viking Man. And we're just outside of Waynesboro, which is right at the gateway to the Shenandoah Mountains.
Correct. Close to my home.
Very close to your house. Where do you live?
I live in Goochland County, probably 80 miles from here.
Okay. And you're familiar with this section of the trail.
Yeah, I've hiked it before with Tall Sun.
Okay.
Yep.
And Tall Sun. Tell me about Tall Sun.
Tall Sun is the best friend of my youngest son. And he grew up, spent probably half his life in my house, and eventually was taller than all of us. So on every vacation we went on and every place we went, he was usually there. So I would introduce my three boys, Jesse, Fleming, and Matthew, and then, and this is my Tall Son.
Very good.
He took that as his trail name, which is quite an honor.
Okay. And he happens to be traveling with you.
Yes.
This is by design?
Yes, he went out last year and had to come off because of COVID. And when he said he was going back this year, I was determined to go with him. And
Okay.
so we started on February 21st.
Tell me about, you've done sections of the trail, but
Correct.
this time through, you're doing the whole thing, right?
That is correct.
Tell me about that.
Pretty determined. Well, it is something I almost did in 81 or 82, but life and family and jobs and kids and all that stuff. But it is something I've always dreamt of. I've always wanted to do it, and it never went away. And certainly the last 10 years, I drove my employees crazy. I'm going to hike the Appalachian Trail. I'm going to do this. And so when I retired, I started doing section hikes. And I just realized it absolutely was something I wanted to do. Absolutely. It just meant the world to me. My first section hike, I probably cried every day.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah. Every day. I could... it just meant that much to me. It just, and starting out now and doing it, it is everything I've dreamt of. Everything. It's just, it's great.
Yeah.
Even the frozen boot rainy days, at some point I say that this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
It's really been good. It's been wonderful.
Yeah. Well, the opportunity came finally to you after your retirement. Now, he wanted to do it. Did you have designs? Did you encourage him, or did he encourage you?
Well,
or did it not take any encouragement whatsoever?
When I started doing section hikes, I knew Tolson loved to camp and all that stuff, and I encouraged him, come on with me, I think you'd enjoy it. So we started doing a couple of section hikes, and he got the bug. I mean,
Okay.
It really bit him, and he just decided he wanted to do it. So even on those section hikes, I would, introduce myself as Viking Man, and this is Tall Sun. I didn't know what else to call him, just kind of picked a trail name, and it stuck, and he's kept that, as his trail name. So he's Tall Sun.
Yeah.
And so he got the bug, and one day just said, I'm doing it, and why don't you come along with me?
Okay, now he is on your crew. He's hiking with you.
Correct, he's in my bubble.
And there's some other people here.
Yeah.
Tell me about them.
So Tall Sun hiked a lot with Not Yet, who is from Canada. And on the second day we were hiking, darned if we didn't meet Not Yet. He also came back out on the trail. Just by pure coincidence, we ran into him.
Unplanned. Oh,
And
that's
so
terrific.
the three of us have been hiking together since that second day. And Wicked, who is a young woman from New Hampshire, she's been kind of in and out of our bubble in the very beginning, but probably for the last month she's hiked with us, and just so it's been the four of us, and it's been a lot of fun. It's a great bunch of folks.
Now there's a name associated with this four. Tell me about that.
We're the Quattro Locos because we're a little crazy doing stuff. We've always got a few jokes. You never know what you're going to find in the bottom of your sleeping bag and all that stuff. So, I'm always slipping chocolate or something in there, or come up with the alien protection device, which you hide in somebody's pack or sleeping bag so they have to travel with it. And so, yeah, we have a crazy good time is really what it's about.
Describe the alien protection device.
We cowboy camped at the top of one of the mountains that had FAA radio towers and all that stuff, and I wandered around and found stainless steel scrap and made this thing up, and it just became the alien protection device so that the aliens can't read our thoughts.
Perfect.
Just as a joke, and it stuck.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, some of your crew are down below giggling in the background. They may show up on these microphones. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
well,
got a fire going.
Yep.
We're at a beautiful shelter here.
Oh, it's a gorgeous shelter. Yeah.
And tell me, you're almost. Let's see. I want to say you're almost halfway, but you're not.
Not quite. We're a third, more than a third of the way.
More than a third. Fair enough.
850 miles roughly we've done.
Okay.
850 wonderful miles.
Right. And even the frozen days.
Yeah, I it's hard. It would be hard for me to describe how those could be good days, because there were days we woke up with literally frozen boots, and it took 20 minutes to defrost them over my camp stove to get them on. And that was not defrosted. There was just enough to get my feet in them. But even those days, at some point I said, this is great. I can't describe it any different. It's what I wanted to do, and there's never been a day that I look back and think, well, that was tough and I didn't like it. It's just not happened.
Yeah. Now, yesterday you didn't have a real great day.
We all, I think I read somewhere that you'll take roughly 8 million steps between Georgia and Maine, and you're climbing over rocks and roots, and you look at your feet a lot, and you just have to, and we all stumble, and we've all fallen. And I've done my share of falling, the first 3 times without any damage. But yesterday I was on the ground before I knew what happened and walked into camp bloodied. I think I shocked everybody as I walked in with a bloody face and a bloody nose, but I had all my teeth and all superficial damage.
Yeah.
And I'll keep walking.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Now, you do something unusual every evening with your little group here.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, we ran into the Trout family, and one of their oldest daughter's trail name is Narrator, and she reads to them every night. And it was such an enjoyable experience the few times that we were with them that I said I would read a book, and Tall Son said, well, I'll order one. And so we ordered John Grisham's The Painted House, and every night I read a chapter to everybody. And I love doing it, and we actually, when we get to a shelter, gather a crowd. So it's just something we do each night. It makes it fun. It makes it special. Yeah.
Well, Viking Man, I think you're something special.
Well, thank you.
I think you're the glue that's holding us together.
Well, sometimes I'm the voice of reason. When they won't take a 0 day, I say, no, we have to. We need a day off. So yeah, we
Yeah.
It's a group it's a bubble that really works. It's been real fun.
Good.
Yep.
Good. And you guys, you started when again?
February 21st was the official start, but we started the 20th with the approach trail.
The approach trail.
Yeah,
you did the approach trail.
We did the approach trail.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't like those 175 steps, though. They were tough. My pack weighed more than it should have. I was not in shape yet, but I got through them.
Right.
I finished the first week. I probably got into camp by lamplight twice, but I got there, and it's what I say now. I may be the last one into camp, but I'm always there.
Yeah. Well, you're 850 miles down the road,
That's correct.
and it's only April 18th.
Yeah, April 18th.
Not bad.
We're moving right along.
You are.
We're averaging about 105 miles a week, which is a good number. It'll get us there when we want to. And then when we finish, if all goes well, we'll canoe the Allagash Wilderness Waterway 109 miles to the Canadian border. And then if all goes well, I'm supposed to be in Colorado by August 17th for a 100-mile trail ride from Vail to Aspen. And when I'm done with that, my youngest son lives out there. He's going to take me up a 14,000 foot mountain. And then they'll load me in a wheelchair and take me home to rest. So if all goes well, I should have a pretty crazy year. And then I get to go and start a second retirement with my wife. My mom passed away this February, and I've kept her home and watched her for 7 years. So life will be different for me, and I look forward to seeing what that'll be like.
Yeah. Well, congratulations
Thank
on your
you.
progress.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the group you put together.
Oh, it's not just me that put it together. It kind of came together, and
Right.
it's a fun bunch. It's been wonderful.
All right.
Yeah. And it's been nice to have you join us. You know, all of a sudden we know you.
Well, that's because of something that took place on the trail. What was that?
What was that? I can't
Something to
remember.
do with food. Some.
Oh, fresh ground. He feeds us all, and
He's a magnetic presence out here,
he's
right?
like, we're like moths to flame, you know. When fresh ground's feeding you, you know, if you're anywhere as close, everybody shows up. And he is a generous, wonderful person.
Yeah.
Just cooks for us all at no charge.
Yeah.
It's really
I've
wonderful.
been most impressed. Most
oh my
impressed.
gosh, yeah. Yeah, so when fresh ground is around, man, he can attract a crowd.
I feel guilty because I just by chance happened to fall into your group the day after Daleville.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day, that's when he was showing up on the scene
Yeah,
to find you guys.
yeah.
And I was like a sponge.
No, he loves everybody that shows up. It's great. Yeah, he's a pretty special guy. He's been doing this for years,
Yeah.
years and years. Yep.
Okay, that is Viking Man, and it's April 18th. Beautiful day.
It's a gorgeous day. Good day of hiking.
Good day of hiking.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.